Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today's video is very exciting because we are doing another apartment renovation and we are renovating one of my favorite apartments to renovate. It's 910 Medina Studios, the infamous gross apartment that Salim Benali lives in. So this is one of the most shockingly gross apartments that comes with city living, and I kind of love it and I kind of hate it at the same time. Like, I love to hate it just because it's so obviously gross and stained and disheveled and yucky, and it just makes for a perfect renovation, really. So I also really like this apartment because it's small, and I feel like a lot of the apartments in city living I'm finding are just very large, which it's good that they're large, but sometimes if you want to have like a realistic one bedroom apartment type floor plan, it's difficult when a lot of the floor plans are quite big, because I don't know if apartment living in your city is expensive, but those large floor plan ones would be like thousands per month in rent, let's be honest, whereas like most people that I know live in like small, tiny one bedroom apartments that are like 500 square feet or something and still cost like $1,800 or $2,000 a month or something. So I really like how this apartment is small and kind of realistic, but it is kind of tricky because this one's a square. It's like a perfect square, and it's hard to floor plan a perfect square. So anyways, we are renovating this into a perfect bachelor apartment. So I guess Salim Benali can still live here afterwards, or you can kick Salim Benali out and move in your Sim Bachelor to live here instead. So we're giving it definitely a little bit more of a darker, more masculine, or my take on a more darker masculine color palette, which I think would be perfect for a bachelor pad. And again, I'm obsessed with platforms, and I'm obsessed with using platforms in apartments to section off areas with an open concept type of a deal. So you guys know I love open concept floor plans. That's not new. It shouldn't be new, but I think platforms definitely help in, making the whole open concept floor plan look a little bit more dynamic. And I know I sound like a broken record when I say that, but that's just my honest opinion, and I'm very passionate about platforms and open concept floor plans. But here you can see I'm doing the kitchen, and my idea was I kind of wanted each section to be like up one level. So you walk in the door and it's like the first level, it's like ground, like the ground floor, like no platforms. And then you step up to the kitchen, and then it's one platform level higher. Then you step into the living room and it's one higher, and then you wrap around to the bedroom and it's one higher. So that's kind of the concept I had in my head, to kind of section off this kind of square looking place, kind of like quadrants. So here you can see I'm doing the kitchen, and I actually use I think that's Perfect Patio. Is it Perfect Patio? Those countertops. So I think usually they're for exterior, maybe like they go with like a barbecue and like exterior vibes, but I really liked the navy blue swatch on these, so I decided to actually use them inside here. So I don't think I've ever used them inside. I'm sure they work for inside too. I mean, they're not exclusively outdoor countertops, but I feel like traditionally they're supposed to be used for outside. But I thought that the dark blue or the navy swatch with the black countertop definitely felt very bachelor pad-esque, and I thought it would be good to use it here and give off that darker, more masculine vibe. I don't know. It kind of worked, and I wanted to use something that was a little bit different, and I like it. And it's not typically the type of kitchen I would personally like, but I feel like Salim Benali will definitely enjoy this kitchen. So it's still a very large kitchen, which may or may not be good for a bachelor, I'm not sure, but it is very good for entertaining. We have a little island. We have a little bar area too for all of their liquor or their olive oil or apple juice, whatever it may be. So definitely good party vibes here to have some people over and stuff. So here at the front, I'm just doing a little seating area just right when you walk in to dump your jackets and your shoes and stuff, and then also just a little sitting area in case you need to, you know, sit down. I'm not sure. I had a couple of struggles here in the front entrance about how to make it, you know, the color scheme and stuff like that, but ultimately I decided on this kind of dark black and like bronzy brown coppery color. I felt like those colors went very well together, and they're still neutral, but they are a little bit darker and more rich feeling. So I really like that copper color that I use, and I tried to use that copper color, or that, is it copper? Like bronzy, orangey brown. I tried to use it throughout the apartment as well. So you'll see I kind of brought those colors into the living room, and then I tried to do that into the kind of bed area as well. So overall, the color scheme here is kind of like dark black, browns, coppers, and then I have this kind of navy blue aspect to it as well. So I didn't want it to just be so monochromatic and black. I wanted to bring some sort of color into it, and I thought that this dark, it's kind of like a rich dark blue, is a really nice color for this type of bachelor style apartment. It brings in a nice color without it being colorful, and yeah, I like it. I didn't want it to be so, you know, neutral and bland, so I really like the blue here. So here you can see I'm actually like putting in some spandrels and some columns. I thought that it would kind of give the apartment a little bit of a deconstructed look, kind of like those were the original like support beams that separated the walls, and when they renovated it, they kind of just like took down the walls, or like punched in the walls or something like that, and then left the original like exposed beams or something. I thought that it gave it a little bit of an industrial vibe, a little bit more of a masculine vibe, and I didn't want the entire floor plan to just be completely open, like a complete studio, so I felt like the columns added a little bit of separation without having to actually add a wall. So just adding a little bit of visual effect to highlight the different areas of the home without putting a wall, you know what I mean? Because I wanted it to be very open. So here you can see I am moving on to kind of like the living room area. So I just have a nice, sleek, modern fireplace with a big flat screen TV and a game console because, you know, the boys love to game, play their Call of Duty or something like that. I don't really know. I'm just going off of what the guys that I know like to do. Everybody at my work, on my team at work, if you guys don't know, I work like an office job by day, Monday to Friday, and my team is mostly guys, and all they do is talk about playing Call of Duty Warzone together after work. So I'm guessing that's what the boys love to do. I don't know. So I ended up turning in the Eco Lifestyle couch into like a sectional couch, which is pretty much my favorite trick ever. And I'll continue to do that trick until we get sectional couches in the game. So everybody, please dedicate, 5 seconds per day, starting today, to manifest sectional couches in The Sims 4, please. Please take the time to do that until we get real sectional couches in the game. Please. Please. Just 5 minutes or 5 seconds out of your day to just manifest some sectional couches. Thank you. And then when they actually add them into the game, we can come back here and in the comments section and talk about how we successfully manifested sectional couches. Thank you for your efforts. But here you can see I still managed to get in my iconic signature fluffy rug, but I actually used the gray one. Is that the color I chose? Oh, I guess I did choose gray. So I ended up using a gray one just because, I don't know, I felt like it fit in with this bachelor pad, and I don't usually use the gray swatch, so I thought this was a good opportunity to use the gray one. I feel like the white one was a little bit too bright, and let's be honest, a bachelor would not be taking care of a white fluffy rug. Let's be honest, it would just get really dirty, so I decided to use the gray swatch because I've never used it before. And you can see I kind of brought in some of those more coppery, warmer, rich wood tones into the living room as well, like I said I would. So just kind of trying to tie in all of the rich wood tones with the black and the blue, just to give this apartment a kind of warm and cozy feel, even though it is quite monochromatic and open and maybe kind of cold. The rich warm brown tones, I feel like, make it feel a little bit warmer. So here you can see the bed is just kind of there's no like door or anything, so obviously this bachelor lives alone. They don't need to have walls or anything or privacy because it's just like a studio apartment. And I actually use some of those like dine out wall slats up against the wall to kind of make it look like a built-in kind of headboard, which I think is kind of a cool trick, especially since that Seasons bed doesn't really have a extravagant headboard. It's really good to pair the Seasons bed with different wall decor at the back to make it feel like a headboard vibe. So I also just added a little desk there from City Living, and then a matching wood, like warm wood dresser from Tiny Living. They fit really nicely in the corner there, just, you know, in case he needs to go on his laptop or something, or I don't really know. Every sim needs a desk. It's just the essentials. But overall, the apartment is quite small, but I feel like we got a lot of detail into it and a lot of nice decor pieces. It's really difficult to do these open concept apartments and make the color scheme cohesive without it feeling matchy-matchy. But I feel like each section definitely kind of goes well together and still has its own, you know, personality and stuff. And even though it's so open, I still feel like it makes sense. I like the flow of the apartment, and I feel like it's quite realistic and quite unique, and I feel like the platforms elevate the design a little bit more, because I feel like sometimes I just end up using platforms for the sake of it, but I want to make sure that I'm using them purposefully, and in this case, I do feel like the platforms add something. Oh! So I accidentally left in some footage from my Twitch stream, but basically I was showing them a kettle because people in my chat, some people didn't know what a kettle was. So I was just showing them the kettle that I had. Yeah, I won't edit that out just because now I've talked about it, but let me know down below if you guys know what a kettle is. And if you have one, like a kettle for like hot water and tea. Apparently some people in my chat didn't know what a kettle was, which I thought was so interesting, but I guess that's just how it goes when we're all, you know, from different countries and stuff. Maybe we have different appliances. But yeah, let me know down below if you guys have a kettle, yes or no. And if you want to tune into the Twitch streams, feel free to follow me on Twitch. I'll have that all linked down below, as well as my schedule. I'm live 3 times a week, so I'd love to have you there. But besides that, it seems like the video is done. It was a super quick one, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you guys thought about it, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, do leave it a big thumbs up. That helps me out so much, and I can't wait to read your comments down below. And if this is our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends or if you want to see more Sims 4 videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye everybody!